What the heck does email marketing and automation even mean? If you've been around here for a second, you've probably heard me say that I am Natasha, I'm the owner of Soxomu, and I am an expert in email marketing and automation. But you might be like, what does that actually mean? So there are definitely different ways that people might break this down depending on exactly what they do in this space, but I'm going to go ahead and share what it means from my perspective. So on the email marketing part, I feel like that's a little more probably straightforward, but essentially that's pretty much anything to do with you are sending emails to your audience. And oftentimes when people hear that marketing, they think of definitely the spammy side of things and kind of just sending, nonstop emails, just saying buy from me and buy from me. And I want to make it really clear that is never what we will be doing together. Instead, it's about making sure that you're using emails and your email list to deliver the right message to your audience at a point that makes sense and in a way that makes sense, and then it's also good for them and it's good for you. So I think one of the most kind of accessible ways that people think about this is through a newsletter. And that's definitely part of a good strategy is how are you kind of nurturing your audience regularly? And this is usually super value based for them. So again, any good strategy is going to have that as a foundational piece. However, there's all these other points to it, which is, really thinking about when are you doing different things throughout the year in your business and what point do you need your audience to know that? Because very often it's not going to be the day before you do it or the week before you do it. It's going to be months in advance. You're going to be wanting to warm your audience up to that. And so all of that kind of goes into this email marketing journey, as well as there's obviously transactional emails and things in terms of like your audience actually just getting information they need right away. So it's a whole ecosystem, and really the best advice I can give there is to map it out ahead of time versus trying to kind of just slap things here and there, like patch holes. Really map out an overview of everything you want your audience to know when they're inside of your ecosystem. And now automation. So automation, you probably understand the word, essentially just making things happen without manual labor involved. When it comes to businesses, this often looks like tech on the back end and more importantly, tech really speaking to each other. So part of what I do is often with these email automations, email CRMs, they involve the feature to be able to automate. And so this means things like if someone books an appointment with you on your website, well, we want to make sure that things are automated to be added to your calendar, to be added to their calendar, for a Zoom room to be set up, for the Zoom link to be sent to all the appropriate people. Perhaps now they're going to get put into an email drip series that reminds them of what's coming up. Maybe they need to prep something before they work with you. So an email goes out reminding them that this meeting's happening, and then also sends them a Google form that they need to fill out in order to get more information for you to be prepped for the meeting. So all these things, this booking, the calendars, getting the information, which would have normally in the past been done manually by you or an assistant or however, is now automatically being done. And so that's the automation process, is looking at everything you're already doing in your business and how can we take some of that off your plate to free you up to actually be able to do the things you love in your business, which I'm guessing is probably not sending calendar invites. Maybe it is. So if you're curious about how email marketing or automation might be used or optimized for your business, go ahead and click the link in my bio. We can just do an easy coffee chat, get to know each other, and I can lay out a little bit more about exactly what I do.